Hello, good evening. This is KB Talk Live. I am Tom, and this is Andre.
Hi.
And this is our first go live on Insta, so please do bear with us.
Yes, we're going to talk a little bit about ourselves, so you guys can get to know a little bit of what we stand. Yes.
And what we're about and why we're doing this. So, as I said, first show, so bear with us. A little bit rusty, but just roll with it.
Yes, so basically my name is Andre. I'm from Jamaica. I came here when I was 15 to go to a wedding, but I didn't actually attend the wedding. I missed the wedding because my flight date was
After 9/11, was
the
it?
9/11, yes. So I missed my flight.
I am a girl.
Yes, so I missed my flight, so I didn't actually make my flight to came here. But I'm here, and yeah.
So anything else brought you over to this glorious nation that is UK?
Well, as I said, I came here to go to a wedding, but it didn't actually happen. I came here I live with my brother and his wife. It was very traumatic, I would say the least. Yeah, it was just very...
What made it so difficult?
Well, when I was a little boy, I was thinking about England, London, should be cold, should be white.
What were your first impressions?
It was grey. It was just nasty.
Where did you fly into, like Heathrow or Gatwick? Because I make all the difference.
I did fly into Heathrow.
Okay.
Back then did have the Hey Jamaica. So it was...
Rest in peace.
Yes, it was Hey Jamaica. As I said, when I came, I was looking for snow. There wasn't any snow.
Must have had quite a culture shock when you stepped off the plane.
Yes, it was cold. I did expect the cold, but I did not see any snow. What was very disappointed for me, because I was looking for white, and it was grey and dark and cold. And quickly, the people them is shortly follow.
Oh God.
Grey, dark and cold.
We're not all like that. We're not all a bad bunch.
Yes.
Okay, so it was quite a struggle then when she finally got off the plane and tried to settle yourself into London life.
It was. The first week was excited because I went to see all of the sights, and then the second week kick in, then reality.
Oh God!
In.
And what was that reality?
Oh, I have to go to the shop every 5 minutes. I have to wake up early to do chores, and it was not what I.
It wasn't
expected.
like your old lifestyle back at home then.
Not at all. It's not relaxing, not laid back. It was not. It was really a culture shock.
Yeah.
Yes, it was traumatic.
How long since you were in the country did you kind of want to go back, or would you?
The second week.
Oh God, really? Oh God.
The second week when everything, as I said, when everything died down, and the second week is just like I'm ready to go. God. And I tried everything in my power to go back, but it was out of my hands because, as I said, when I was 15, I was just a minder. So I couldn't escape anything. So it was
So going back to life before the UK, tell us about Jamaica, where you're from, the area, the people.
Well, Jamaica is very nice.
Proud countryman, of course.
Oh yes.
Represent.
Many people will agree with me that Jamaica is very nice.
The best country.
And is the best country in the world. It's very laid back. You wake up, you do your little work, and you go to school. You finish your school, and was very, very nice, to say the least. I don't know what's that noise in the background. I'm going to check what is it.
The beauty of going live, eh? So yeah, and we're tilting. It's going amazing. There we go. Oh, and we're back. We are back. I wish we could take like a little break, you know. Need to have like a little musical interlude.
Yeah, sorry about that. This is the first time going live. So, yeah.
Oh God, I look quite good on my own though. You know, if we just have to cut just to me, you know. Like, how?
Dream on.
You make it. Oh, done it again. See, if you could see our setup, I think you'd all laugh at home. You'd all laugh. And we've lost a viewer. We've lost one viewer. Oh no, we're back to 2 now. We're back to 2.
As I said.
Worldwide.
Yeah. So, let's jump off of me for a little while.
Oh no.
Turn over to Tom.
To me.
To see what he set up living in the UK.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Handing over the button. So, I'm Tom. I was born just outside London. Was there for about 5 years or so, and then I moved down to the coast, a place called Devon. Well, that's the county, but it's just easier because then you have to start going. It's here, it's there, it's anywhere. Whereas I just say Devon and was like, oh, okay, so yeah. And then I done my schooling there, and yeah, moved back up to just outside London about 3 years ago now. So yeah, it's quite kind of easy childhood, I guess. I don't really know. I always struggle to talk about myself, so I'm kind of.
So I'm going to prompt him.
Please do. Start digging or fishing.
So, you said you moved to Devon.
Yes.
So, how Devon life from London life?
I can only really compare it as an adult.
Yeah.
Because, as a child, everything's the same in it, really. Apart from when I was, 5 or 6, it was great being right by the coast. That was probably the best thing. Before, you was in the middle of, not the middle of nowhere, but kind of... yeah, and being able to just walk down to the coast, I miss that now as an adult. That's probably the only thing I do miss. When you have a bad day, you just kind of want to walk down to the beach, go for a walk, but it's so much slower. I always say once you get past Bristol, everything's just dead. Everyone's stuck in the past, 20, 30 years.
Don't offend anyone who live in Devon.
Oh, I can, because I've lived there for quite a while. I think you just can. To me, it's, literally, we are only starting to get, big things that have been in the city for, 5-10 years already? And then it goes to Devon. So we get it eventually, but it's still very much like living life in the slow lane.
Okay. So, what do you do for a living?
So I work in transport.
Okay.
I work all over London, so I'm kind of here, there,
and
everywhere. Yeah.
Good. Well,
and that's the main reason why I actually moved back up. I was bored on my college period. I was doing business and was supposed to be doing some sort of coursework assignment thing. And I just was looking on a job website and applied for something on a whim, and then that's how I ended back up here. So this is why I'm here, all this 3 years later. So, apply for something on a whim. Sometimes it does pay off.
That is true. because if I did give up, I would be back in Jamaica right about now. Although I did went back. I did went back. It would be 9 years. 9 years. In the end, I get fed up and I did went back for 9. I went back after 9 years for 4 months.
Okay.
Yes.
And how was that kind of going back from being somewhere for...
I was
24?
I was 24, yes, correct. I was excited going back home. But when I finally reach home and see how everything changes and how all of my peers, what I leave behind, they died. Some moved from different areas.
Yeah.
So the people what I thought I'm going back to see, they weren't there. So it was like, I'm by myself.
I guess what, do you think moving to the UK kind of saved you from going down the wrong path, or?
I would not say it saved me because I no, I didn't. I would not say it saved me.
Okay.
Because I do have my struggle here.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually thought over the years it crippled me from doing what I wanted to do from the first place. Because as I said, when I came here, I did not go straight into education.
Yes.
I missed 2 years of education when I was 15. So when I leave Jamaica, I was doing all my studies. So I missed all of my studies from Jamaica. And when I came here, I should pick it up, and I didn't. I missed 2 years. I've been slaving for 2 years before I get back into education.
Wow.
And by that point, I missed what do you call it here? That's correct.
What did they call it back in the motherland?
Oh God, I don't know. It was many years ago. So I missed that. So I have to jump straight into college.
And what did you do at college?
My first 2 years, I do maths, English, and IT.
Okay. How was that going into like an English classroom? What's the setup? Because I'm sure Jamaican schooling and English schooling are two different.
It's also that was a strange one for me. For the Jamaica settings, the teachers, or you call it the tutors, often wear like a jacket suit or a skirt suit if there's a female. The teachers here, I didn't know my tutor. I didn't know she was a tutor until she started to teach the class.
Okay, so it's quite regimented then.
Yes, so I thought she was one of the groupers.
Oh God, I'm sure that went down well.
Until she started to teach. I'm like,
you're the one. Okay.
Yes, so everything was so laid back. She was have on just normal clothes, just like everyone else. The first name, and they actually passed her outside having a fag outside when going into my lesson.
God.
So that is the first time I actually see a female actually smoke in public.
What?
That is true.
Oh God. Stay classy, eh?
So it was strange. It was different. And what make it worse as well, about 2 weeks later, I thought we were all Jamaican in the class.
Oh God, don't tell me had some Jamaicans going on.
And 2 weeks later...
Wagwan and all that kind of...
Yes.
Prim and proper to their parents and all that rubbish.
Yes. And 2 weeks later, I actually find out that I was the only Jamaican in my class. And the reason why I find out, when they started to like Wagwan, Watakwan and ting and way.
And just put ting onto everything and hope for the best.
Yes. So when I actually say, oh, where you from? Which side of Jamaica you from? Because obviously I'm from Jamaica, I know everywhere. So,
Be like Newston.
so when I said, which part of Jamaica you from? Every single one of them said, Kingston. I'm like,
What side?
okay, what side of Kingston do you from? And they failed to tell me. They're like, Kingston. I'm like, I know Kingston. And so it's either you from Waterhouse, you from Tivoli. Yeah, man, that side. I'm like, which side you from Tivoli? You know? So when I find out they was African, they were Somalian, they was British born, and I'm the older Jamaican was there. So that was a bit like, oh.
Any Trinis in the house?
No. They one thing about them very proud to where they're from. I have a couple of Trinidad friends. I have to big them up. So
they would not be faking.
Yes,
and especially not for Jamaica.
No. No. So it was an eye-opening to say. Yes. So basically we are doing this to bring awareness.
Because I think we felt like there's a gap, because I feel like you've got all these wannabes, you've got all these social media influencers, all this rubbish they spew out on TV, on socials, and they don't really talk about what I think affects people. I mean, you've had struggles, I've had struggles, you've had struggles. But how do we deal with it? How do we stop the vicious cycle? So let's start for myself. Thankfully, I've not experienced, well, indirectly, yes. So, for me, I've experienced homophobic abuse indirectly, directly. Yourself, with racism. It's all these issues. There's big taboos about it. Mental health as well. People don't know what to say, but they've got questions. And I think a lot of it is ignorance. And if we can educate, inform, and advise people, that's kind of what we're aiming for. So we were talking about ourselves, but we want to talk about more deeper, hard-hitting subjects, and I think that's what we're kind of aiming for on this kind of go live. We're just kind of testing the water, seeing what's out there, because as I said, I feel like there's a gap, and I feel like it's such a cliche, but we are just two run-of-the-mill people, you know, but we've had so much experience already, and it's about trying to broaden everyone's and enrich people's life with actually worthwhile stuff that they need to know about. I mean, I've learned so much in such a short period of time from associating myself with the correct people, and that sounds so silly, but you really do learn off of other people. So if you've been learning all the wrong things all your life, and then you see a different way of doing it, and that's to you, if that's the right way, then you're correcting yourself. So if we can be giving out the advice and hearing people's stories, trying to advise, then at least we can start a small movement and then it turns into something bigger and bigger.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, as what Tom was saying, that there's a lot of people have the platform, as should say, and they're not really using it for their full.
Well, they sell out. Yeah. They start off small like this, and then they get a bit of money, they get catapulted onto something, and then they just sell out. They're not themselves.
Yeah.
They try and be something that they're not. They try and conform, and from knowing Andre is definitely not a conformist. He is his own person, which is safe to say.
Thank you.
And myself, I'm opinionated. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm not doing what people want me to do, you know? And I think that's the most important thing. So I think we want to try and do a regular thing, get it going. But we really do want to interact with you guys. We really want to know what are the big issues affecting you. Because we could talk about ourselves all day long, but we want to kind of be advising, helping, and growing people. Because I think there's so much stuff people miss out on. People are so self-absorbed on all your socials. You're always following other people, but you're not actually looking at yourself. You always want what they've got, but you're not looking at yourself and seeing what you've got. And I think that's what we kind of want to address, because I think if you look at yourself, check yourself, you're like, oh, hang on, I'm not actually doing that bad, you know, and I could do better. But you'll do better by sort of fixing yourself and not looking at and aspiring to what someone else has got when you're on your own path.
Yes. So that's the reason why it's important to send in your worries or follow us live and comment below so we can read your comments.
Yes.
And if you have any question, you can put it across us live and we can answer it. I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 people will say what they have to offer, but we have real life situation what we went through ourselves and we still standing. So therefore we think we are.
Well, I think like what you said yesterday, if they ask you what have you got to offer, why are you on the page? Clearly something's enticed you in, you know.
Yes.
Bit of clickbait.
Yes.
But yeah.
So we want to uplift everyone, especially if you're going through certain things. I think if everyone help each other, we can finish our day still standing.
Yes.
We just trying to get through our day, bit by bit, step by step, and hopefully we can reach to the end of our destination, the end of the day. And as we said, we want to uplift and bring some big topics, what people are afraid of talk about, like black and gay, young and gay, be gay in the world, being black, even being white sometimes gets.
Yeah, you know, yeah, you're right, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, whilst it's important and everything else, but there are minorities in this world, but there's also, when the minority, do you know what I mean? Let's face it, I think there's a lot of unconscious bias going on in this world, and I think that's the big subject, where that's kind of, so it would be, for example, it would be if I had if I was an interviewer, if I had a white candidate, my unconscious bias could potentially favour the white candidate over the black candidate, and the same for you. If you were the interviewer, a black candidate would be more favoured over a white candidate, and it's trying to eradicate that, because that's toxic.
Yeah,
that is true.
And the biggest problem and the biggest thing what people overlook is melton.
What are you saying? What are you saying?
Bear with me. Melton illness.
Mental illness. Mental health and the stigma.
Mental health.
Yeah.
A lot of people overshadow that. And just when people is behaving certain way, they said like that is the type of person they are, or them just doing it for attention.
Yeah.
And
it's even using words as well, derogatory terms, and kind of you know, even
And if someone just stop and listen and show some type of interest, they can find out what is going on.
That's what it's all about. Just asking, are you okay? That's a start, but it's getting deeper than that. It's the follow-up. It's the phone call the next day, the next week. It's, do you want to grab a coffee? Do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? It's, we need to start looking out for each other. But without trying to divulge, this is the kind of topics that we want to discuss, and we want your guys' participation in it, because, as I said, we're just 2 people, but we're in a community. We're live on Insta, and we could be reaching enough people, isn't it?
Yes. So, as we said, this is our first live, and we have things to discuss. We want everyone to come.
Share it with you.
And discuss with us. and start a movement.
Yes.
And my side of things is about reaching out to the young black youths and make sure they have a voice. Half the time, a lot of the times, we get
marginalized, sidelined.
Yeah, we get pushed aside, and the only way we know how to be seen is to act a fool. Some people know what I'm talking about when I said act a fool. Is either we go out and we do something just to be seen, and that is not who we are and who you are, but just because you want to be seen and someone just to show an interest, and is about crying out for help, basically. That is the way I see it, and that is my purpose, to be sitting here today, to reach out to the young, anybody really.
Yeah, I was going to say otherwise
anyone really who have something to say but overshadowed
and not heard. Yeah.
From, you could be in your job, you could be at home, you could be in your friendship group, that there's too much big personality and you get overshadowed all the time, and people don't really take your views into action. You can't even fling them at the side of the street. And we are here for you to tell you help you with the tools you need to go forward in life, and to make sure we are doing the right thing. The light is hot in the studio, it seems like.
God, I think it's time to wrap it up, man. God, it's like a sauna with some rocks.
Yes. So, we are going to be live, and we're going to post regularly, and we're going to post our next topic. So stay tuned for that. And when we post our topic, we want all of your
comments, suggestions, and tell us a bit about yourself. Any problems, anything you kind of like, oh, what's all this about? Or you got a question that you want to ask, but you don't really know how to ask it. Just, and then we can try and
send a text and we will reach out.
Put it back together, try and, dissect it, I guess.
Yes.
But so get this shared across your socials, so you know what you need to do. And
yes. Yeah. And one more last thing before we go. The biggest thing today, don't settle. Don't take what people said and just run with it. Have opinion, have your own mind.
Stand up and be counted.
Yes.
And that's a great way to end it, isn't it? Oh gosh. I don't think I need to say any more than that.
So we're going to turn in, turn off.
Turn in, turn off. Cut.
Yes. So, was good talking to
you. Thank you.
And to share our little background story. I hope when you I'm talking.
Tongue-tied now. You know you've been talking too much, innit? Give someone else a chance.
I know. I just break out of patois just now, so I have to rewind and come again.
Oh God.
So
can't take the boy out of Jamaica, can you?
I know, can't go nowhere. Yes.
So I think wrapping it up, we are back very soon. So keep tuned, I guess. Keep an eye out on our Insta page. We'll be going across more socials in the coming days. We're still quite new to this, so bear with us.
Yes.
And so here's to us. Please couple of hiccups, but you know, nothing's ever perfect when you go live, is it? Let's
Nothing's
face it.
perfect.
And yeah, so as I said, get in touch. We look forward to hearing from you guys soon. Okay.
All right.